How much, just a minute or two? Yeah.
I'm here with Pat Thorpe. What's your official title here?
President and CEO.
President and CEO of Bank Gloucester. Bank Gloucester has been operating in Gloucester for how many years?
We are approaching 125 years in the community.
Just a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys do a lot of good community work. Isn't it an annual thing where you have this, people can vote for their favorite charity? Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yep, we just wrapped up the Banking for the Community program. It's the 4th year that we've done this. It's where we're giving back $15,000 to the community. We ask the community, to community organizations, and we ask the community to tell us where that money should go. We're in the process of tallying up the ballots and figuring, and then within the next couple of weeks we should have an announcement of who the money is going to be going to. So very positive, very happy about all of that. It's been a phenomenal response this year, and we're very happy to do that as a bank, community bank, trying to give back to the community that we serve.
Well, that goes right into the vein we're going to talk about. In light of Bank of America's recent announcement that they're going to charge $5 a month to use a debit card. This is money that people already have. Do you guys do anything like that here?
We do not charge to use a debit card.
No. Is there any plans, like in the immediate future, to charge to use a debit card?
Not at this point.
Not at this point. Okay, we're not going to hold you to that forever, but like at this point, at this juncture, no. Now, can we talk about some of the benefits to banking locally as opposed to these national and regional banks?
Well, with regards to the banking locally, I mean, we're a local organization. We are operated by local people. The board of directors here are members of the community. They've grown up here, they've lived here for many years. They're vested in the community. With the large banks, they're disconnected from the community. They're not as involved, not as active. They might have employees here that do a good job, but the organization itself is not, the people that run the organization aren't part of the community as they are with community banks. So they're not tied into the needs of the community as much from my perspective. They're not aware of some of the things that are going on in the community. It's a little bit different perspective, community banking versus the large banks, in the way in which they interact with customers and the types of products and the type of service that they can get from a community bank.
I was speaking with Bobby Gillis just now, and Bobby Gillis was explaining to me that these national banks, they tend to work off of, they like to milk fees, a lot of fee structures and stuff like that to increase their bottom lines and make them solvent and stuff like that. Where does local banking differ from that?
Local banking, I mean, we look at it, we've got a model where we make money from making loans to the people in the community. Basically, the way it works from our perspective is you put your money into this bank here, we pay you a rate on the deposit, we turn around and take that money and lend it to one of your neighbors so that they can buy a house or buy a car or finance an education or finance a business, a startup business that they have. The margin that we make between what we're charging on the loans and what we're making on the what we're paying out on the deposits, that's what keeps us in operation.
Does a large part of the loans that you make here stay in-house, or is that immediately turned over to like a mortgage kind of number thing? We
do both, but we find that the majority of the stuff that we do, we keep in portfolio. But we will do both.
Yeah.
And if somebody's looking for, because of what I just described on how we make money, the stuff that we do for portfolio might be priced a little bit higher, especially on the fixed rate product, than what you can get on the secondary market. So if our customers are looking for the best rate, we can offer that to them. We'll walk them through the process, hold their hands, take the application, but at the end of the day, that loan will get sold because we can't afford to have a 3.5% mortgage, 30-year fixed rate mortgage on our books.
Yeah.
For that period of time.
Right.
Because when interest rates start going up, and hopefully they will, because I know our depositors complain about it all the time right now. You know, rates are so low.
Yeah.
But when they start going up, if we're paying if we're receiving 3.5% on a loan, we're not going to be making the money that we need to make.
There you go. All right. Well, I know you guys do a ton for the community, and you know, how many employees work? Do you have that kind of number? How many employees work at this particular location?
Yeah, we have 34 employees.
This bank supports 34 employees. Well, thanks for everything that you do. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, I mean, I think, you know, if you haven't banked with a local bank, try it, because I think you'll appreciate the experience. You know, we are different. We do care about you, and we hold your hand a little bit more than you might find at some of the larger banks.
Patrick, thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe.